and I need you. Oh, I need you. 36 and 37. All right, let's get it. Transgression speaks to the ungodly within his heart. There's no fear of God before his eyes, for it flatters him in his own eyes. Well, there's no fear of God. There's no fear of God before his eyes, for it flatters him in his own eyes, concerning the discovery of his iniquity and the hatred of it. The words of his mouth are wickedness and deceit. He has ceased to be wise and to do good. He plans wickedness upon his bed, and he seeks himself a path that is not good. He does not despise evil. The loving kindness, O Lord, extends to the heavens. The faithfulness reaches to the skies. Thy righteousness is like the mountain of God, and thy judgments are like a great deep. O Lord, thou preservest man and beast. How precious is thy loving kindness, O God, and the children of men take refuge in the shadow of thy wings. They drink their fill of the abundance of thy house, and they dost give them to drink of the river of thy delights. For with thee is the fountain of life. In thy light we see light. I swear he does this at the end of every one of them. How precious is thy loving kindness, O God, and the children of men take refuge in the shadow of thy wings. And you'll hear that on throughout being in the shadow of the wing of God and being a child of God, children, suffer not the little children, that whole deal. Corona. They take refuge in the shadow of thy wings, and they drink their fill of the abundance of thy house, and thou dost give them to drink of the river of thy delights. For with thee is the fountain of life. In thy light we see light. O continue thy loving kindness to those who know thee, and thy righteousness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come upon me, and let not the hand of the wicked drive me away. There the doers of iniquity have fallen. They have been thrust down and cannot rise. I wonder if that's a reference to Sheol. 37. Do not fret because of evildoers, but not envious towards wrongdoers. For they will wither quickly like the grass and fade like the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and cultivate faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, and trust also in him, and he will do it. And he will bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way. Because of the man who carries out wicked schemes, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil doing. For evildoers will be cut off. And that right there could possibly be talking about being cut off of the tree of life, or the tree of the house of Israel. Because Jesus actually references this, or references a similar deal to that. I think on the Sermon on the Mount. Maybe. I'll have to go back. I need to read the Gospels again. But those who wait for the Lord will inherit the land. And yet a little while, and the wicked man will be no more, and you will look carefully for his place, and he will not be there. But the humble will inherit the land, and will delight themselves in abundant prosperity. It's kind of like, the meek inheriting the earth kind of deal, And there's a whole different deal there. The wicked plots against the righteous and gnashes at him with his teeth. We read about that just a couple of Psalms ago. And the Lord laughs at him, for he sees his days coming, and the wicked will have drawn their sword and bent their bow, and cast down the afflicted and the needy, to slay those who are upright in conduct. Their sword will enter their own heart, and their bows will be broken. Who was that the other day that was talking about letting folks fall on their own sword? I don't remember who it was I was talking to said something like that. Better is the little of the righteous than the abundance of the wicked. Better to be one of the few that are doing right, than to be one of the many that ain't. Just because everybody else is doing it. Don't go jump off the bridge. Yeah, I jumped off a bunch of bridges. For the arms of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord sustains the righteous, and the Lord knows the days of the blameless, and their inheritance will be forever. I got all messed up. I got a phone call. I know where I was, but I don't know what I was saying, so I'm just gonna go. Let's just go with it. The Lord knows the days of the blameless, and their inheritance will be forever. They will not be ashamed in the time of evil, and in the days of famine they will have abundance, but the wicked will perish. And the enemies of the Lord will be like the glory of the pastures. They vanish like smoke, they vanish away. The wicked borrows and does not pay back, but the righteous is gracious and gives. For those who are blessed by him will inherit the land, but those cursed by him will be cut off. Pretty sure it's probably talking about being cut off. Well, I guess you could say it two or three different ways, I like to think that kind of goes back to, the branch that doesn't bear fruit gets cut off, being cut off of the tree that we're grafted into, the tree of the house of Israel. Start stuff. All right. Where was that at? I done lost my spot. Oh. The steps of a man are established by the Lord, and he delights in his way. When he falls, he shall not be hurled headlong, because the Lord is the one who holds his hand. I have been young, and now I am old, yet I have seen the righteous forsaken. Yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, or his descendants begging bread. All day long he is gracious. Come on, man. All day long he is gracious and lends, and his descendants are a blessing. Depart from evil and do good, so you will abide forever. For the Lord loves justice, and he does not forsake his godly ones, for they are preserved forever. But the descendants of the wicked will be cut off. The righteous will inherit the land and dwell in it forever. The mouth of the righteous utters wisdom, and his tongue speaks justice. I wish I could get my tongue just to work right. I'll worry about justice in a minute. The law of his God is in his heart. His steps do not slip. The law of his God is in his heart. Capital G, God. Yeah. It's hard to get it out of my head. The wicked spies upon the righteous and seeks to kill him. The Lord will not leave him in his land, nor let him be condemned when he is judged. Wait for the Lord and keep his way. It makes me feel real small when I read some of this stuff. And he will exalt you to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, you'll see it. I have seen a violent wicked man spreading himself like a luxuriant tree in its native soil. Then he passed away, and lo, he was no more. I sought for him, but he could not be found. Mark the blameless man, and behold the upright, for the man of peace will have a posterity. But transgressors will be altogether destroyed. The posterity of the wicked will be cut off, but the salvation of the righteous is from the Lord. He is their strength in time of trouble. And the Lord helps them and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them because they take refuge in him. I'm not going to dissect this. Y'all saw some of my pauses and some of the things. Like I said, Baptist. But, man, it's hard to ignore some stuff. You know, and I'm getting raindrops on my book. I'm gonna go play in the rain here in a little while. Been playing in the rain anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna tear this apart. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what I think about it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it down in the thingamajig. I'll leave that up to y'all, because you know, I'm conflicted myself. I ain't in no place to be trying to tell somebody else how to think about stuff. It's kind of hard to ignore some of the parallels and some of the repeated verses and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Later.